Hi there, it's Patrick Hiebert from Autris, sitting here in front of our newest Veritas Village, Chiriquí, in Cherokee province of Panama. I'm here with Don Morrison. Don, nice to see you again. Don is our CFO. He's also living here, which makes him the expert on Veritas Village, Chiriquí. And Don, it's great to see you guys again here and to be on property, and we're excited to announce the Chiriquí property.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you around and see what we've got.
We're going to do a little tour of the food forest, the swimming pool area, the palapa, the year-round beautiful river here for swimming in, and all sorts of different amenities that are coming, plus the homes that we have here already in the rental program. So come along for a little tour. I'm standing in the community rancho here at Veritas Village, Chiriquí. It's being renovated, brand new roof put on, still has the old, really beautiful timbers for the posts. And the pool, the community pool, is going to go right over here. Really beautiful spot. And just walk in out there, come back in here, have your beer. There's a little bar over there. Being worked on, but there is a bar over there. And so it's a beautiful spot. Get a nice breezes through here, have some tables and chairs. And we're going to really enjoy this space in the coming up months and years. Hey there, I'm in front of the Moon Gate. Well, that's what you call it, right?
Yep, it's a Moon Gate.
And I'm here with Don Morrison, our CFO and / expert gardener. We're in front of the food forest, the future food forest here at the Cherokee property and Veritas Village, Chiriquí. And we're going to go do a quick tour on it. But Don, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what's in the food forest, where it came from, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, sure. So really, the whole idea behind the food forest is to provide different varieties of fruit trees and vegetables for the community. So we have a small space here, and we've done some innovative things to get as many varieties as we can, probably 60 to 70 varieties of fruit trees that we're planting here, all that will be ready in about 2 years.
Cool.
Let's have a look.
Let's go have a look, yeah. Standing in front of the coffee plants, which is always my favorite part of the food forest, because I always look forward to making my own coffee with my own beans. So you have that, and you have the vine plants and citrus and things like that. So maybe tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So this is kind of cool. So this is Caturra. So this is a coffee plant designed for this altitude, and it produces a pretty nice French roast coffee. These plants, we have about 50 here. They will start producing fruit in between 6 and 12 months, and we should be enjoying coffee probably in 1 year's time. So that's kind of cool. Each plant would produce somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 12 pounds of coffee. You need 6 pounds of bean to produce 1 pound of coffee.
So what I love about this, Don, and you can explain it, I'm not sure exactly what the trees are. Well, these look like, those certainly look like oranges or mandarins, but it's kind of like a grocery store, right? He's made the aisles here, and you can, once the trees are more mature, you'll be able to walk through the aisles and pick your fruit like you do in a grocery store.
Yeah, really, it's going to be like a supermarket. That's the idea behind it. So when you get a small space, what you want to do is you want to have the trees as compact as possible. And this method is called an espalier method. It's been done in Europe for many, many years. To my knowledge, they're not doing it in Panama, but any fruit tree you can train. So these trees here, these are mandarin oranges, there are Valencia oranges here, and something called rambutan. We know it as Momenchino, which is local. And we will train these fruits on the branches each year, and we'll fan them out. And by the time the tree reaches here, it's at its maximum height, and the fruit will be all along the branches. So basically, you pick and eat.
Nice, I love that.
So this is a Myers lemon. This is your traditional kind of like yellow lemon. And what we've done is we've espaliered this. So what will happen is these particular branches here will grow along the vine and fruit. This main line will go up here, we'll cut it, and it will create spurs, and those spurs will grow along. So we will just simply cut and make it all the way to the top. And in about 2 years, you just be picking the lemons right off the cable.
Very cool, keep going. I want to show you something. So now when I'm inside the hallway of fruit picking, I'll just be doing this. I need a couple of these lemons, and I need some lime over here for my cerveza. And then need, what else we got here? Some mandarin oranges. all sorts of different things. So I loved it, and it just keeps going around the corner here. And literally that shopping grocery store kind of approach to having your own food forest. Pretty cool. So this is a further continuation of the food forest. There's a lot of room out here that's going to be expanding through. You can see the walkways back there with the in the rocks, inside the rock area there will be where the trees are. And then if you look around, it's a little rough right now. It's all dirt and some grass pods, but there's other fruit trees in here. More, what were these, Don?
These are Irwin mangoes.
Mangoes, okay,
right.
Some more mango trees. And then we have a nice little fire pit there in the middle, and we'll see that and a water fountain and different things. It's really going to be a beautiful space here in the food forest. So I'm standing here beside the fire pit. Well, eventually to be the fire pit, a nice little area. You have some hedges and flowering plants in the back and surrounding it. And a nice thing to know about this here is that we're really in the center of the community. The food forest becomes the central hub for the community with all the properties, the lots built around the community. So you can see in the trees over here, really beautiful. You can hear the birds chirping. Well, I can't, I don't know, this mic probably cancels them out, but beautiful area for having your home. And then around this side is the river. We're gonna go sit down by the river for a little bit and show what, there's the riverside home sites. They're pretty amazing too. It's a large river year-round, and but you've got this beautiful food forest in the middle, kind of like a central park with all the walkways through it, and a palapa and all sorts of different things going on that we're going to show you in a minute. So we're on our way walking over to the riverside lots, and Don mentioned the bamboo that we're walking past, and I thought it was a very interesting story. Go ahead and tell that story, Don.
Well, yeah, so you can see how tall this bamboo is. So about 3 years ago, I had this little project, and I did that project with bamboo, but I left a piece hanging on the ground, just one chunk of bamboo. So this is the result of 3 years of bamboo growth. This is a clumping bamboo, grows to about 40 some feet, 50 some feet. There's about 200 varieties of bamboo. You can pick a variety of bamboo for almost every height, but that's what you get in 3 years.
Pretty amazing because, you know, you can see why it's such a renewable use of, you know, the type of wood, for lack of a better term, of what a bamboo is, but be used in building and all sorts of things. What you're saying, it grows about 6 inches a day?
Yeah, it can grow even more. But that's virtually true with everything. I mean, there are trees here that I planted that were this high, and maybe 4 years, they're 50 feet. They grow like crazy.
Yeah, we had a papaya tree at another one of the Veritas communities, and in 2 years, it was higher than a 2-story house. And we had to cut the leaves because it was covering the solar panels after 2 years. Crazy how things grow in these climates. Look at this, we have a almost ripe, ready pineapple. So I'm standing beside the coffee starter little greenhouse here. This is Catura coffee. It grows really well at this elevation, which is 200 to 250 meters in the sky. So that would be, what is that, 600, 700 feet elevation. So it's very beautiful temperature here today. The coffee plants are loving it. You can see it's extremely healthy, and will be planted with the rest of the coffee in the food forest very soon. And if you walk over here, this whole area is going to be parcel as well of the garden space for vegetables and that sort of thing. Also has some banana and plantain trees back there, so lots of things going on in this area. I'm standing on one of the only 3 river lots left on the property here at Veritas Village, Cherokee. But as you can see, it's beautiful and lush back here. In fact, there's even some beautiful flowers growing on your lot already. That's pretty amazing. And you know, it's really a beautiful lot for the Rayanita home, Azulejo models that we have. There's certain models that kind of lend themselves best to these riverfront lots because they're built with lots of glass and decking out, looking over the river. We'll show you some shots of the rivers in a minute here, but it's just an awesome area. There's some old growth forest in here. That's a national tree of Panama. So it's just incredible nature in here, and you've got the full sound of the river here permanently all year round. Beautiful sites here. I'm standing in what will eventually be the renovated yoga pad here. It's a very beautiful spot for relaxation right above the river. And it's pretty indicative of what your home, if you have a river lot, would be like, with your deck in the back and be able to just look at these beautiful trees. You have the flowers and the lush forest here, and then amazing rushing river in your backdrop. We're getting close to the river here, walking down from the lot. It's really pretty in here, and well, come take a little walk. We're going to go down the steps to the sitting area by the river. I'm standing down by the river now on the pad that we have here in Veritas Village, Chiriquí. This is one of course, everybody's favorite area, right? Just sit down by the river. There's a shoreline over there where you could, if you like fishing, there's trout in the river. You could put your lawn chair there and just cast off the shoreline. Great place for swimming, even a little bit of cliff diving here. People jump off of these different ledges. The water's deep enough for that. I won't be doing that, but I will go down the steps into the river later. And then a little further up, you get the beautiful waterfalls and rapids, and it makes just a beautiful sound. A very relaxing spot to sit for sure. I picture a lot of us spending a lot of time down here. I'm standing in front of what will eventually be the hobby shop or woodworking shop. Right now it is a bodega, which is the term they use in Spanish for basically storage and just a general shop. If you want to come and take a look at it, there's not much to look at yet, but it's kind of a cool space. Love the barn doors again. And as you can see, there's lots of tools and stuff in here right now. This is what we're using to build the homes and do the food forest and all the river walk and everything. So all in all, it's just going to be a great space for woodworking shop and hobby shop. So I'm standing beside the food forest over here, and this is the shell of the chicken coop that's being built. Pretty good size for house a lot of chickens, get a lot of eggs. It'll be a good source of protein for everybody living here. So I'm standing beside one of the avocado trees just beside the food forest here. Some beautiful ready avocados. We'll take those and make some guacamole. It's a beautiful tree, and in the background you can see the gardens are very nice in front of the rancho, and that's where the pool setting is going to be over there. So really pretty spot. I'm standing in front of one of the homes here at Veritas Village, Chiriquí. This is a home we're keeping. We have 5 homes on the property right now, but some of them are in the rental program, and this is one of them. But let's go take a look at it. It's a very pretty little home. We're getting about 80 to 85% occupancy in these homes. It's very popular and really pretty area, of course, with being here on the property with the food forest and everything, so I can understand why people want to stay here. But I really like some of the finishes too. The matte flat black railing on the woodwork. This is a polished concrete floor. And over here we have a really nice granite countertop, really set in well with the whole kitchen. It's a big kitchen space, lots of living space around here. Like in all our Veritas villages, the sense of community, the like-mindedness of the people that live here is one of the best features, I think. If you can sit down, you can say whatever you want, you don't have to care. You can have a glass of wine or a beer or just a soda and just have chats with your neighbors, especially in these smaller communities. They're very close-knit. And one of the nice features of this community is that the homes are facing the central park area. So you have these beautiful views and the trees, the grass, the palapa there, the pool is just outside your doors. And it's all kind of surrounded. And you know, you see your neighbors walk by, invite them over for a drink on your deck or whatever it is, and it just builds on that sense of community. So it's a really beautiful place here for that. We're in the bedroom, master bedroom of the house that we were just talking about, one of the rental homes here. It's on Airbnb, great renter. It's beautiful queen bed here with the live edge headboard, polished concrete floor. And what I really like about this room too is the steel beam ceiling with the flat black, and then the burnt wood for the filler. It's really nice, and it's just a very, really homey feeling in here. And it's just, I can imagine having a great sleep. In fact, we're staying in here tonight, so that's what's going to happen. It's a great sleep in this room. I'm now in the loft area of one of the homes that we're renting. These are owned by Veritas Villages, and they'll continue to be owned by Veritas Village for renters. But it's not only nice to have the rentals here for if you have a home here and your family comes and visits. Sometimes it's nice to not have them stay in your own home. You have options for renting here. This isn't one of our current designs that we're promoting as on Veritas Village communities, but it's a beautiful loft home. Come and take a look. It's got a really nice upper loft area with the burnt woodwork, the flat black metal. And it's a great little working area over here, little work desk, nice little sitting area over here, the big lamps and everything. And then of course you can go outside onto your deck, and it's looking over the food forest, which is clearly a work in progress right now, but when that's all lush and grown in, it's going to be amazing to sit on this desk back here. All right, we're sitting here after going through our little tour. We're on the deck on one of the homes here. This is actually one of the Airbnb rental homes facing into the really nice courtyard behind us with the palapa under construction and the pools and everything. There's only 14 lots left here in the community for purchase. There is 4 homes on the Airbnb program right now and another home that's been sold. And so there's, you know, kind of, if you really are interested in living here, this is a good time to get in. There's some beautiful river lots and other kind of garden lots beside the gardens and the orchards. So it's a really pretty spot that, you know, I really love it here.
So we have 3 river lots that are high enough up the bank to provide a phenomenal view of the river. So we have many amenities here. Probably the biggest is our food forest. So we wanted to create self-sustainability. So we're planting somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 70 fruit trees of all varieties for the enjoyment of everyone. We have a fire pit if you want to relax at night and have a beer. We have a giant, we call it a rancho, but it's a giant gazebo or palapa. And you can fit almost 50 to 100 people in that. We have that. We have a beautiful swimming hole that some of the locals use and the property constituents will use. We have a workshop right now. It's kind of in process, but we have a workshop to do woodworking and other amenities, and a chicken coop as well.
The homes are, well, the home sites, the lots are starting at around 80,000, 79.9, up to around 110,000 or so. Again, really a mix of different types of lots beside the orchards and gardens or by the river. And the homes start at around 129,000, 130,000 and up to 350 or so. So what I like about that, you know, it happens to work out to have a roughly $80,000 lot and a $130,000 home. On that's around $210,000. That gets you over the bar for residency in Panama too. So it's another thing to keep in mind. If you're interested in becoming a Panamanian resident, you know, the lowest cost homes here actually get you into that bracket. Whenever we're picking a place for a Veritas Village type of community, a freedom-oriented, sustainability-oriented communities, one of the things is they're very heavily populated by expats from around the world. And what that means is people are looking for a certain level of things in the general area, right? It's always location, location, and location in real estate. So we're right in the heart of one of the most expat populated zones in Panama, in what a lot of people know, the Boquete, Volcan, Bugaba, David area. And this is right in the heart of that. And so it's really important to have different amenities in the location for people that come from different parts of the world to live here or stay here for long periods of time. Don, maybe you can tell us a little bit about things like the airport and hospitals and schools and those sorts of things in the region.
Yeah, sure, Patrick. I mean, one of the things that makes this property so special is that we feel like we're right in nature and right in the jungle, but we're yet 4 minutes away from a clinic. We're 5 minutes away from a brand new hospital that's being built. Bugaba is maybe 3 kilometers, and that will have all your major supermarkets. So you've got everything that you could imagine that you would want in the States or elsewhere.
Hardware stores and all sorts of things. Right?
Everything you need, yep. Now from the airport, that's in David, it's an international airport, and it's about 20 some minutes away. Depends on the traffic, but 20, 25 minutes. We have a fantastic beach, Barqueta, that's about 30 minutes away. So we're really central. The mountains are probably in the neighborhood of 40, 45 minutes away. You've really got everything kind of like a hub and spoke.
Yeah.
So you can do that. I mean, Cherokee is really known as the breadbasket of Panama. So this is where all of the produce and stuff is prepared. Mostly up in the mountains in Volcan and Boquete. And you know Boquete, right?
Yeah.
And you know Volcan. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, we looked at, I don't know, dozens of properties in this region originally. And I mean, I'm from Canada, right? So I'm not that crazy when the weather gets too cold. And a lot of times when I was up in Boquete, it was down at, I don't know, 11 degrees or something. And that reminded me of Vancouver Island, which is beautiful in Canada and has a lot of the same kind of plants and things, but it was just too cold. I didn't move down from Canada to be cold and in the rain. So, you know, coming down the hill to where Bugaba is, you get warmer temperatures. We're sitting out here, it's warm this afternoon, but we're also at kind of the height of the day. But, you know, you do get really, you know, warmer weather here, not, you know, you're not at the beach where it's super hot, but you're, you know, much like our Coronado Veritas Village, it's kind of picked that central area, and it takes a lot of work to find those kind of places, and just happy that we could find this. But you're still very close, an hour or so away from Boquete and Volcan, which are, you know, the mountain communities with tons of expats and lots of things, you know, coffee shops and chocolate shops and different cool things to do. So it's a great region to be in. You're close to David, where the international airport is. It has all the different, you know, it's a city, right? So you have all the amenities of a city, movie theaters and all that sort of thing. So again, it's all those things that, you know, people love to be out, like you said, out in the jungle or in the forest where you can grow your own food and sustainability. But at the same time, it's really nice to just pop out for 5 minutes and be able to go get some groceries or things like that. So much like our Coronado property, this has all those same sort of features. So just like in any one of our Veritas Village communities, the homes will be self-sufficient. I mean, let me back up for a second and talk about the first philosophy, the freedom, independence, resiliency, sustainability, and transparency. That's the pillar of our philosophy throughout any one of these communities. Here in Chiriquí is no different than Coronado and no different than any of the other communities that we're going to have in the Veritas Village family and in the club. And basically that means the homes are all standalone. They have their own solar powered systems. We could have done solar farms, but you know, in part of our philosophy is that everybody is part of the independent system where you're not relying on the government or corporations or the local power grid here or anything. They're off-grid, luxury homes. They all have their own solar systems. They have their own septic fields. They have all the different pieces of the, you know, what makes it independent. And including here in the rancho behind me that you can see, I'm sure, where the pool is going to be beside it. That'll have a solar powered pool pump and system there. The greenhouse, the chicken coop, all the different things that are powered here are going to be powered on their own solar systems as well. So one of the things that's really cool now is I've talked in the past, and if you've heard me talk in any of these videos before, about the Veritas Village Club. It's basically a membership. If you're an owner, resident in one of the Veritas Villages anywhere, you have perks and benefits and discounts and things like that in any one of the Veritas Villages. So here is the second Veritas Village in Panama. You want to come and stay here, you get a discount on one of these beautiful Airbnb homes that we have. You know, in the future when you're having different events here and that sort of thing, you have discounts on that, and just to be able to partake because it's other like-minded people just like you that are also living in these Veritas Villages. And then it goes from there to, we have some very interesting announcements coming up soon where we'll be announcing the newest of lines of Veritas Villages in other countries around this region. And that's where it really becomes fun to be in that club. It's like, well, maybe this week I want to go to Costa Rica for the weekend, or I want to go to Nicaragua for the beach for the weekend, or for a week or a month or whatever. And that is all easy to do because you're part of the club. So one of the things to really mention here for the Veritas Village Cherokee is, you might think it's a little bit unusual, but it has one of the highest ROIs, or the highest occupancy rate on the Airbnb or other rentals here of any of the communities that we have. And that's a little unusual because typically beach communities tend to be higher up in the rental occupancy. But I think what's unique about this area here is being halfway between Boquete and the beach, near all these amenities, and a little bit warmer than Boquete and not as hot as the beach, really makes it a great place for people to stay. And once they've stayed here once, the word gets around. It's like, oh, you have this beautiful river, and the guys are a lot of fun to hang out with and sit in the palapa, and it becomes a very big community that wants to return here. So if you are thinking about owning a home here in the Chiriquí Veritas Village, it's always nice to know that if you're going to rent it out for part of the year or whatever, then it's going to likely do quite well.
Yeah, so probably over the last 5 years, it's been steadily growing, and now I would say it's in the 80-some% range consistently throughout the year. It used to be people coming for vacation for short periods. Now people are coming for much longer periods of time, including digital nomads and retirees wanting to spend the summertime here and avoid the winters from northern places.
Well, even today in our little walk around, we met somebody from Quebec and Canada and somebody from Germany. So it's, you can see there's a difference. And you know what I love about this is it's a proof of concept for all our communities, that because people often ask me even about our Coronado property, it's like, do you think there's going to be any rentals? And it's like, I don't like to promise anything, but if this is any indication, that's a pretty amazing, to be in the 80% mark, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've been pretty full, but I think really what you touched on is it's really like a hub and spoke. We are just 45 minutes from everywhere you'd want to be. Oh, I want to be in the mountains, you go to the mountains. Oh, I want to be on the beach for the day, you go to the beach. In fact, you can do both. You can be on the beach in the afternoon, you could be in the mountains in the morning, you get these giant bags of vegetables. It's a fantastic place to be, and yeah, it's been steadily growing.
I can see families coming here, and parents want to go golfing in Volcan or Boquete area, have a cooler morning or whatever, and then kids want to go to the beach. Okay, we'll go to the beach in the afternoon. It's easily done, right? And you can go out for a nice dinner in Bugaba or in David, or even up in Boquete or Volcan again, and you can. It's very central, like you said.
Yeah, and it's economical.
Yeah,
it's economical.
You can do all that for very little money too. That's the nice part.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you very much for joining us through this little tour of our latest in the Veritas Village communities, Veritas Village Chiriquí. It's really exciting. It's been fun to do the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. With only 14 home sites remaining, you can imagine that's likely going to go pretty quickly. Very affordable, very condensed community, but has a lot in it. And so if you are interested in it, please reach out to Andrea or Sarita at info@ecovillages.life, unless you have their personal emails already. That's probably the easiest one. So it's info@ecovillages with an s.life. And we'll put that on the screen here. And they're very responsive. They'll get back to you with the brochures, the whole package for Veritas Village Cherokee, with a lot of information on the homes that you can build here and everything like that. So I look forward to hearing from you and giving you updates on how this community expands in the future. And I want to especially thank Dawn, our CFO, for being here to show us around and tell us all the details. A lot of this was designed and created by Dawn, so you've done an amazing job. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick.
It's a beautiful, beautiful property, and very proud to have Veritas Village Cherokee as part of the communities, of the family of communities that we have.